Tyler Shough is winning over the New Orleans Saints, and I'm not just talking about the coaching staff in the front office. I'm talking about us too, the Who Dat Nation. Welcome into Saints Now by Chat Sports. As always, I'm your host, Trizzy Trace Girouard. We got a really fun video for you this evening. If you haven't already, go check out the video we put out earlier today when this one's done. But I want to talk about Tyler Shough because, in my opinion, he's doing everything right, and he's doing all of the things that he should be in order to win over the fan base, the coaching staff, the players, the locker room, everybody, even the janitors in the New Orleans Saints Superdome. Now, or the Caesar Superdome, I should say. But before we get started, I want to just preface with this. I know a lot of people are going to get in the comments and be like, oh, wow, you're really glazing this guy for doing work that every player should be doing because he's working with his teammates and he's blah, 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 blah. All right, first of all, shut up. I already know that comment is coming, so you're not that smart. You're really not original. Say what you want about Tyler Shough. I don't care about the age. I don't care about the injury history. He is doing everything right. He is doing everything the opposite of some people on this roster. And to be totally honest, I love the fact that he's buying in to the New Orleans Saints. And I'll just say this, don't be lame. Don't be lame. This is not going to be a fun season, but there's no reason to not have a little bit of optimism. Why not? I mean, at worst, it's May. I have plenty of time to get negative once the season starts. But let me have a little bit of fun. And also, if you think you're just too cool to have a good time, you think you're too cool to believe and have a little bit of faith and have a little bit of trust in a new head coach with a new quarterback that you have no idea what's going to look like, I mean, come on. Have a little bit of optimism. Why not? Life's too short to always be pessimistic and looking at and having a philosophy of glass half empty rather than glass half full. Now, first things first, there's a plethora of reasons of how Tyler Shough has already started to win over the New Orleans Saints fan base. First things first, he posted on after the draft, after he was the 40th pick by the Saints, that he is willing to give everything he's got to the New Orleans Saints and to the fan base. New Orleans, you will get everything out of me. I will die for you on that field. I mean, that is unbelievable. This guy's committed. This guy wants to play for the New Orleans Saints. He wants to play for the fan base. He understands that this is a fan base that is very, very passionate about their football team. And he also is saying, look, it may not be easy, but I'm going to be there. I am going to take the hits. I am going to do what it takes to win for the great city of New Orleans. And if you're feeling fired up just after that post, really quick, like the video, man. Hit the thumbs up. I mean, that's got me feeling nice. I'm feeling juiced. I'm feeling excited. It is so exciting. It's got me feeling shucked up over here. Now, that's the kind of mentality that you need to have, especially right now for the New Orleans Saints. This is not a team that's going to be really, really good this year. I'm just going to call a spade here. I know we're talking about being optimistic, but I can also be a little bit realistic with this too. Maybe it won't be great, but maybe Tyler Shough and Kellen Moore will show us some really good things offensively, and it's something we can build with. And look, the mentality has to be positive. It has to be something that's going to create a culture. It's got to be something that's going to get people to buy in to the team and believe in the player. Because there is a lot of questions around him. And there are people who are doubters and haters. And Tyler Shough has to prove to the team and to the fan base that he is the guy. And not to mention, between Kellen Moore and Shough, they have to create a culture. Especially, on the offense, they have to create an identity there. But they need to create a culture. The head coach and the quarterback are the two most important roles on a football team. The head coach has got to be the leader of the entire coaching staff and of the entire team. They got to be the guy. The quarterback is the one who is boots on the ground, on the field. He is the leader when it matters and when it comes down to making plays. They got to create a culture, and Tyler Shough is doing that. Having that kind of mentality, having that kind of attitude creates a culture. And coming up, I'm going to show you a clip of Tyler Shough from the NFL Scouting Combine. He said he thinks he's the best quarterback in this class. This is really exciting stuff. This is stuff that'll get you really energized, and it'll make you believe a little bit in the kid, at least a little bit more. So really quick, keep in mind, creating a culture, creating an identity on the offense, and just listen to what Shough had to say here, because he has developed a new passion, and I'm just so excited to see the passion that he's developed through the adversity he faced possibly benefit the New Orleans Saints?
I think I'm the best quarterback in this class. I think just the combination of what I've gone through mentally and experience-wise, and then in my physical tools. I think, I played less ball, honestly, than some of the guys here, even though I'm older, just because of the situation that I've been in. So I feel like there's a lot of untapped potential for me. I feel like the sky's the limit, and, I think what has happened in my past has only gave me that passion to keep going further. It's kind of lit this little fire underneath me that, I want to go out there and compete and prove myself right, that, I am one of the best guys. And I think if you watch the tape and watch what I can do, you'll see that a lot of great stuff and a lot of stuff that can improve. And I feel like that's the question is, I feel like I have a high floor, but I have an even higher ceiling.
I thought that was some really good information. I thought that was some really good insight from a player who is showing a lot of maturity. He's very well spoken. There is very clear leadership traits in that guy. And a couple things I want to highlight from that. I can really appreciate the fact that Tyler Shough is being honest and he's being accountable. It shows me something that we quite necessarily haven't seen in the past few years from the quarterback position. He discussed the combination of the adversity he faced and the physical tools. That's why he believes he is the best quarterback in this class. And what has happened in the past, and with all of the injuries, with all the experiences, with all of the good, the bad, the ugly, the things you learn on the field, the things you learn off the field, that is what has helped him develop more passion for the great sport of football. He wants to prove himself right. He wants to show the world that he was the best quarterback in this draft class, and he believes he has a high floor and an even higher ceiling. I can really appreciate somebody who looks back and says, look, I know that there's questions. I did get injured. I do have a higher age. I don't have as many snaps as some of these younger guys coming out of the draft. But I am going to hold myself accountable. Those are not excuses. I embrace those things, and they have actually made me stronger, not weaker. So in that regard, I can really appreciate Tyler Shough for being honest and being accountable. I just go back to those two words, honesty and accountability. Those are big things that if a quarterback has, I can at least believe in the human being a little bit more, and especially the player. I want to give you a quick update on the May sub battle. When we first started off, it was 0-0, and you guys are absolutely crushing it. Y'all got us to 171 new subscribers here in the great month of May, but job ain't finished. We are only 5 days into the month, so we got plenty of time to bury Falcons today. So hit the sub button if you want daily content, and it's Saints videos by fans, for fans, your one-stop shop, free videos every single day. So let's keep talking about how Tyler Shough is winning over the New Orleans Saints. On a radio show on Sports 360 Arizona, Shough discussed his number, and I put this out. It really got a lot of people pissed off. I don't know how, Dylan. I don't know how him saying that he doesn't want two legends numbers made people mad, but it did for some reason. He said he would not be wearing 8 or 9. He would rather wear 6 or 18. That's what he hopes to get. The explanation was, well, 9 was his number at Louisville, in case you didn't know. 9 minus 3 is 6. I don't know. Yeah, there's that. 9 plus 9 is 18. So there's that. 9 flipped upside down is a 6. There's also that. So, yeah, pretty funny. If you turn the 6 upside down, it's a 9 now. Shout out to Drake. But the whole point was, like, I'm specifically saying, no. I do not want 18 or 8 or 9. That is not what I want. And people were like, yeah, that wasn't even considered, buddy. You think you're hot stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I cannot understand. I cannot wrap my head around how dumb people can be on the internet. I am not excluded from that group, but the fact that he's like, I'm not going to wear Archie or Drew's number. No way. Those two guys are legends. That came out of his mouth. Those are the words Tyler Shough spoke. And people are still criticizing and being like, they were never in consideration. You should have never had it in the first place. I don't even know why you're talking about it. He's literally reaffirming what you're saying. So get off your high horse. Stop hating him just because you don't know much about him. Tyler Shough respects the team's history. He is not trying to sit here and recreate number 9. He's not trying to reinvent the history of the number 8. He wants to be his own player. He respects the team's history. wrap your heads around that. Get your skulls, get it through there. It's really not that hard of a concept to understand. The fact that he respects the team's history, the fact that he's really showing the willingness to be accountable, he is a good leader. Like, these are things that you can buy into as the human being. Of course, the football side of it has to be there. But the player side of it, or the person side of it, when you separate it from the player, those are all looking really, really good right now. And look, we're going to keep it going. This might be a little bit of a rabbit hole, but we're going to keep this thing moving. Tyler Shough had his first meal in New Orleans. It was at Drago's. Dylan, I don't know if you know much about Drago's. Some of the best oysters in the world. Charbroiled oysters are absolutely delicious. And Tyler Shough had a 3-hour dinner with everyone there. He was smart, polite, and they were most respectful, or most impressed with how respectful and humble he is. I think these are good looks. I think it's a really good look. And for what it's worth, I'll say this. Drago's is better than Chipotle. I'd much rather have some charbroiled oysters over a burrito bowl. Interpret it how you want. I know what I'm doing with this one. There's also this from Ian Rappaport. Pretty interesting here. He had a great first meal at Drago's with a bunch of good people. And then he actually hit up Will Campbell because they share an agent. And Will Campbell, he was reaching out to him to get some insight, to get some information and learn more about the city and the culture. And look at that. Will Campbell's response, "I'm taking you gator hunting with me." It's electric. That's awesome. I mean, really quick, I want to ask you, what's your favorite restaurant in New Orleans? Dude, I can't pick one. One of the best ones I went to, Chop House. We got some great steaks. We got some good seafood platters. There's a lot of them, though. I need you guys to help me out. What's your favorite restaurant in New Orleans? But kind of going back to the whole Ian Rappaport, the Fletcher Mackel tweet and stuff of him having dinner at Drago's. I think it's awesome. I'm really, really happy that his first meal was New Orleans, and it was something that represents the culture. It represents the city. It's not Chipotle. It's not a chain that you can get literally anywhere in the world. Now, let's finish off here. So, in case you missed it over the weekend, Tyler Shough was seen at Tulane Stadium with a handful of people, actually. Bub Means Juwan Johnson, just to name a couple. And I will also say this. I think it's really cool that they're doing this at Tulane in New Orleans. It's not anywhere else. It's in the city. I think it's pretty cool. Foster Morrow also was out there as well. Can't hate that. Foster Morrow reposting it. Give him the salute. Also, for what it's worth, I forgot to mention when Tyler Shough said that he was going to die on the field for the Saints. On the Instagram carousel, he had Boosie's Crazy as the song of electric. This guy gets it. This guy understands it. He understands the city. He knows what it means to be a Saint. He's embracing the culture. He's embracing all of the awesome things that make New Orleans unique and special. And look, again, I know that a lot of this is maybe me fishing for reasons to like the guy. But I also can sit here and say this. He has a great way of selling himself and explaining why he is a great football player. He says he can get it done in multiple ways. I'm going to let him explain.
I think I can get it done in multiple ways. You know, obviously there was a lot more design quarterback runs at Texas Tech. That just wasn't part of the offense at Louisville, and I think I excelled in both ways. Whether that's extending plays with my feet or creating plays and getting those first downs and getting down. I think the biggest thing in the NFL is your longevity and your availability. So I think it's critical, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to win and get the first down. But at the same time, playing at Louisville, like you said, you know, I didn't take very many sacks because I was more aware of my check down. I was more aware of how can I protect my body. And I think that was crucial for me, you know, trying to just truck somebody on second or first down. You know, you don't need to do that. But third down, fourth down, let's get it, and then let's keep moving.
I mean, he can certainly convince you he's got what it takes to be the guy. I know that maybe at this point I'm wishful thinking, got gold-tinted glasses on. He's got me really believing in him. I like that he explained that not only can he run, but he can also pass, or not can he only pass, but he can run the ball. He has underrated athleticism. He thinks he excelled in both aspects of being a quarterback, despite different schools asking him to do different things. Oregon and Texas Tech asked him to do entirely separate things, which asked him to do different stuff than Louisville. He thinks that the biggest thing for the NFL, this is really, really key for me, longevity and availability. And look, I don't disagree there, because if you draft a quarterback and he plays into his 40s, we're not going to be sitting here talking about, oh, well, he was a 26-year-old rookie. I mean, that conversation just won't be had at the point. It matters if you go on and have a long, illustrious career. If he is still in his rookie contract and he's playing peak football and you're playing really good football at a high level with a good team and you're still at a really cheap contract, you can build around, like, those are good things. He says he'll also do whatever it takes to get a first down and get a win. Like that's yes, thank you. Not Derek Carr. Don't be Derek Carr. Don't be jumping over people on second down. But he actually acknowledged that. He said, you don't need to truck somebody on first or second down. But on third and fourth, sure, why not? Go and get it and let's keep it moving. But first and second down, it's more important to protect your body, to protect the football. Don't take sacks. Don't throw interceptions. Take your checkdowns. He learned those things, and he does those things. Tyler Shough, I'm not trying to sell you on him to say he's going to be the franchise guy. I'm just trying to sell you on give it some time. Let him prove himself. Let's see what he's got, because quite frankly, we don't know. And look, to recap all of this, just let's put the spark notes here. If you didn't learn anything, if you just had this on in the background, this is when you need to tune in, right here. Why you should potentially just give Tyler Shough a little bit of faith. Just have a little bit of a patience with him. He's committed to Who Dat Nation. He's willing to die on the field for you. He is willing to sacrifice himself for you because you bleed black and gold, and he does too. He is a passionate, he's a confident leader, he's a well-spoken leader. He's somebody that I believe can command the offense and command the locker room. He respects the team's history. He acknowledges the great things that have happened, but also understands that there is great things that can come with the new future of this organization. He's indulging in the culture. He's going to he wants to go gator hunting with Will Campbell. He's going to local restaurants. He's spending time with people in the community. He's already working with his teammates. He's getting familiar with the guys. He's in the city. Like, this is good stuff, in my opinion. For a player that has a lot to prove, for a player that right now is fighting an uphill battle because people don't really love him, I think he's doing everything right. So that's why I'm saying a big old Shough yeah. So I need you to show him some love in the comments as well. Type Shough yeah in the comments if you want to show Tyler Shough a little bit of love. Saints fans, I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. A little bit of different, not a lot of analysis, not a lot of information, but just some of my thoughts and some of my opinions. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all stay golden, and we'll see you next time.